By no means do I take pride in tearing another man down, which is why I'm not the one doing it. This gentleman did it to his own damn self. Subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Facebook, follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, and of course go to ThozePpl.com for all things those people. Derrick Jaxn, the self-proclaimed relationship guru, is experiencing a fall from grace since he was caught with his pants down, figuratively and literally, as he reportedly cheated on his wife. Now, before we continue, let's clarify some things. So we already know that cheating isn't right. Whether it's the man or the woman, the person in the wrong extends their deepest apologies to their partner, and it is up to them as a couple to decide whether they want to work it out or they want to call it quits. It happens all the time. Nothing unusual there. Let me break down why this situation is such a big deal. First of all, the man made an entire career out of throwing men under the bus by telling women how no good their men are. And he did it in such a way that he gave women the impression that the only way they know that their man is good is if they're like him. He'll say things like,
"But let me say this, I have no sympathy for a man who finds it to be difficult to be faithful after being in a promiscuous lifestyle, and neither should you."
But now fast forward, he's the cheater. Should we have sympathy for him? That's not even the worst part. It happened in his wife's bed. So from what I understand, Derrick and his wife just moved into a new house. When you just move into some place, you're bound to have some boxes all over the place that haven't been fully unpacked yet. So I'm pretty sure the mistress saw some of the wife's belongings. But the narrative he used with the mistress was that he and his wife were separated, and the boxes with her belongings were indications that she was packing her things and moving out and leaving him, which is actually hilarious because he said this in a previous video.
"If he's still physically or emotionally still tied up with another woman, yes, that includes the we ain't even together no more, but the lease ain't up, so you know how that is. Let him go. Or I moved in with her, but we trying to pool money because we got kids and stuff. Let him go. It damn sure includes, I just got out of a relationship, so I'm taking my time, but I am single. That's just code for I want my girl back, but we can enjoy a little fuck break until I clock back in with her. If he's still living with her, then he's still the protector of that household. And while he's with you, if something goes wrong over there, guess who she's calling and guess who's coming to her rescue? You guessed it."
Now let's talk about that apology video. I'm no body language expert, but I've done a lot of video research and I have a little bit of common sense. Look at how awkward they're sitting next to each other while the wife's hand is being held in an extremely unnatural position. And this man held on to her hand for dear life for the entire interview, which means if she had an itch in the middle of her back, there was nothing she could do about it. And the thing that drove me the craziest was the fact that this clown was speaking in third person.
But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing.
Now on the surface, it may appear that he is admitting wrongdoing, but in fact, he isn't. This man is so narcissistic that he speaks in third person as a cop-out because it is too difficult for him to humble himself and use the words, "I cheated," or "I messed up," or "I stepped out on my marriage." And by speaking in third person, he could separate himself from the apology so he doesn't look as bad. Side note, did he just pull her out of bed to do this video? Derrick is dressed and video ready, but he couldn't let his wife glam up a bit. But I digress. So you think the BS would end there? Nope. As if the foolishness couldn't get any worse, he goes ahead and releases this video.
"So, When I looked in the comments of this video, I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said, D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So let's do it. And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say.
So let's recap real quick. This man makes an apology video, and in that video, he refers to himself in third person. Fast forward, he does another video reacting to his own video where he again refers to himself in third person, but now he takes it a step further by showering himself with compliments.
Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, you know, they broken home and the goldfish died and they never seen a marriage and all that. He didn't do that. But I've seen a lot of women put this dude on the pedestal to the point of idealizing him and even comparing their man to him.
And then the icing on the cake. He advertises one of his advice books knowing full well he is currently under heavy criticism.
Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. And by the way, he has a book detailing how he and his wife overcame all of this in their private lives a long time ago, matter of fact. It's called Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. So if you're in a situation like this, you want to let God in to totally restore it better than new, click the link down in the bio or up in the bio in the caption. I got a 50% off deal for you guys who are watching this video right now.
The sad thing about this whole sequence of events is the fact that a lot of us wouldn't be going this hard at you if you weren't bashing so many other men in so many of your videos. I'm pretty sure there were ways of giving relationship tips without always painting the men to be the bad guy. Not all men are dirtbags, but you would swear that we were if you were a follower of his teachings. Now Derrick is out here looking stupid. Mr. Jaxn, it seems as though in this situation, you've fallen out of touch with good old common sense. And that, my friend, is why I'm here.